Hello there, Texas Deacon here. Thank you for joining me. The title of this lesson is Islam, Good or Evil? The scripture reading is Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. That's very plain, very simple, easy to understand. And you'll find that is what is being done with Islam. In the past, I have described Islam as a cancer. Now, we know there are slow-growing cancers, there are fast-growing cancers. Islam is a super fast-growing cancer. And if we don't stop this cancer called Islam, it will destroy the United States of America. It's not uncommon for me to take 3-4 weeks putting a lesson together that only lasts from 7 to 12 minutes. This lesson, however, I've been working on a long time, and I realized that I just did not have the time or the ability, perhaps, to do it justice. But it needed to be done, so I came up with a brilliant idea. I'm going to ask my viewers to help me with this lesson. I'm going to begin with the Carter administration and the 444 days that Islam, members of Islam, held our embassy and American citizens hostage. Using this memory, I'm going to discuss as many acts of terrorism as I can remember. What I want my viewer to do is 3 things. Correct me where I'm wrong. Add to what I have said to make it easier to understand. And where I have totally missed an act of terrorism, add it to the comments. Just put what you have to say in the comments section. That way everybody will get a chance to read it. These are just the original notes I scribbled down in no special order. Remember the battleship Cole in Yemen, where they just moved a boat up next to it and exploded it? I believe 26 were killed, and that does not count those that lost limbs and were injured for life. How about the Marine barracks in Beirut, where a truck bomb was driven into the basement and exploded? I believe America lost 241 of its finest. 9/11. Nothing else needs to be said. There was a cruise ship, I think it was called the Achille Laurel. And what's burned into my mind is a man in a wheelchair, a Jewish man, being pushed overboard by Islamic terrorists. The captain at Fort Hood, he killed 13, 14, 15, I don't remember exactly, injured a lot of others. The ambassador to Libya was killed, and I believe 3 with him just recently. We've seen on the internet where people are stoned to death in the Middle East. We find that so crude to stone someone to death, but it still goes on. Excuse me. I got a little bit of a congestion. I remember one, I still see it in my mind, where the man holding a big piece of concrete like this, and it's coming down on a young girl's head. Horrible. Another one was a couple caught in fornication. They put them in a deep hole of their grave, and they stoned them, and finally someone pulled out a pistol and it put them out of their misery. Excuse me again. Suicide bombers. There have been so many, I do not know where to start, but if you have some that correct information on them, put them in the comment section. How about the Khobar, Khobar towers. I believe it was in 1996 in Saudi Arabia. I think 11 were killed and 160 injured. In New York City, there was a truck bomb that made it into the basement parking of a bank up there. And I've always been very suspicious of this one because they were able to get by security with this truck bomb. You had a couple of camel jockeys that had enough knowledge and money to put together a bomb to get by security. They had a system to detonate it. Now, then they got out of the building after they set the timer. Well, getting out of the building was probably not that difficult. Well, what did they do? If it had been me, I would have went right to the airport and been in the Middle East to where it would have taken divine intervention to find me. Well, these two went and tried to get the $300 deposit back on the truck, claimed it was stolen. Well, they got caught. Again, like I say, there's many other acts of terrorism that I have missed, and just add them to the comment section. And I say again, all Muslims are not terrorists, but virtually all terrorists are Muslim. Correct me where I'm wrong. Add to what I have already put down, and share other acts of terrorism that I have just totally missed, okay? May God continue to bless and forgive the United States of America. May God continue to bless the Republic of Texas. And may God continue to bless you and yours.